then you would assume that Kamala also knew.
They all knew, Matt.
Then
That's
why did they
That's
remove
why I was
him?
being facetious.
Why did they remove him and let her be president? Because she would have had a chance to win. Actually, why did they like keep that hidden? And why would she keep that hidden? Why wouldn't she use that to her advantage if she wanted to win an election? I don't understand.
Because she has.
Speaking of Joe Biden, he's sick
Apparently, he's had cancer.
for this entire time.
Well,
And all these people are like, oh, no, he's not coaching. There's something wrong with him. They're like, no, he's fine. That's it?
well,
End of story?
cancer just doesn't happen, Matt. Cancer just emergently pops up randomly and very quickly. And so with Joe Biden, his doctors who've been with him for all of these months and years, they couldn't have known. I mean, cancer is a mysterious, unknown, disease that nobody really knows anything about until last minute. And so I give Joe Biden a pass because, maybe it's a turbo cancer. Maybe he really did get the jab.
Okay, but if he knew, and this is a true thing, and he's had it for all this time, then you would assume that Kamala also knew.
They all knew, Matt.
Then
That's
why did they
That's
remove
why I was
him?
being facetious.
Why did they remove him and let her be president? Because she would have had a chance to win. Actually, why did they like keep that hidden? And why would she keep that hidden? Why wouldn't she use that to her advantage if she wanted to win an election? I don't understand.
Because she has the JQ in her pocket that they can't let it out, man. They had to keep rolling. Remember, we saw these articles about the auto pen and all of the things that Biden apparently signed, where we all realized it was actually just an 18-year-old staffer who's signing all this shit.
This is wild, by the way.
We live in a world where an 18-year-old staffer with auto pen and auto fill-in is the one signing all this stuff, Matt. That is our reality.
And when they say auto pen, okay, excuse my ignorance. I've heard the term auto pen like a lot.
It's called copy pasta. Copy paste.
Does that mean someone is like putting it, overlaying his signature there, or is someone like signing it, pretending to be him?
No, it's
or
just
is it like a DocuSign type of deal?
It's a DocuSign. It's a here's my signature already installed in Adobe Acrobat, and I click this button and it goes
insert signature, and you just
exactly
widen or
that's
lower
the auto
depending
pen.
on.
You got it. It was at 18. I'm making this up, but it was essentially some staffer, some person that works for Biden who was doing it because that Biden was not only asleep at the wheel, but he spent over 50% of his time at the beach.
And I've heard this idea that if he, as a president, did not actually sign those documents, then those laws are no longer valid.
That's what we hear.
Is that a real thing?
That's what we hear, but can we really walk those things back now? Because he's already let in millions of illegals. He's already done all this stuff. He's already blown up his own pipeline. The Nord Stream pipeline. Like, he's already done all this stuff. Like, you can't retrace history just because history's done. And so I don't think it really matters at this point. It's kind of like the Dan Bongino and the Kash Patel. Like,
I like those guys.
Hey.
I like those guys.
There was a camera, but there wasn't a camera. We saw the tapes, but there was no tapes. Guys. He actually killed himself, but he didn't really kill him.
I liked those guys.
I know. Their body language on that interview was just like, bro, you lying.
Just a quick break before this video continues. If you haven't signed up for Soju yet, go check it out, soj.oo. It's a social discussion platform that we've created. That's where the community is hanging out. Definitely worth checking out, soj.oo. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, do it now. I liked Cash.
Why?
I don't know. At least he was saying the things we wanted to hear, and he was going hard on everybody.
What are you talking about? You have hundreds of thousands of SARs who hate you. How could you say that you like Kash Patel?
I liked Kash Patel.
Sorry,
Sar. I liked Kash Patel.
Why?
I liked Dan Bongino.
Because he said he was going to root out the bad actors of the FBI?
But how can you go on national TV and be like, actually, Epstein didn't kill himself. It was natural. Like, what? What world am I living in?
We're living in the reality where a sleep at the wheel, cancerous president who actually didn't sign anything is the one ruling over us, and all of these big promises made by the Trump administration have come to naught. That's the reality we live in.
They could have at least said nothing. They could have said nothing.
It would have been better.
It would have been better.
At least lie to us harder, Sar. I would actually prefer that they would say nothing. Just say nothing. Leave us in suspense.
We're still looking through the documents. There are so many documents, and we have to sanitize and make sure that they're okay for public consumption. So we're working on it, but we're looking into it. Give us more time and kick the can down the curb for another 4 or 5 or 6 or 10 years. At least it's like, thank you. You've made the effort to lie to us.
Exactly. But I saw this.
Don't just look right at us and be like, just kidding, you guys are wrong. What the fuck? What the hell happened? Who are you guys?
I saw this meme. It's the meme of the sweaty guy who has to push 2 buttons, right? And the 2 buttons was, there is no camera versus we saw the footage, and Cash was just like, I don't know which one to push. Right? You're fucked either way, right? That's the whole point.
Like, Cash has been a friend of the show. I thought I liked him, and I don't know what happened. I don't know who's telling him to say that. I can't.
Dan Bongino's 360 on this was a big deal too.
Yeah,
because they're internet sleuths who've put together these clips of Dan going hard, like, we need to find out Epstein. We need to figure it out. There's no way he killed him, deleted himself. There's no, and then suddenly cuts to the Fox interview or whatever, and they're just like, nope, it was natural.
I mean, we've been critical of Dan in the past, but the reason we were critical of Dan Bongino is we thought he was fear pointing too much.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was his MO. His MO is to get everybody riled up.
He was pushing too hard and riling up just for the sake of riling people up. That was our criticism of Dan Bongino.
Yeah.
But this is the complete opposite of that.
360 or 180.
180.
Yeah,
just
180.
turn right back around.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
It's
What
180.
are we watching here? I don't understand.
It's a clown show, bro. I mean, even Trump, some people are picking up on this, said that, like, Biden was cloned or something like that. Like, what?
I saw Truth Social that out too.
Yeah, he's been cloned, but we also have clips of Trump saying, it's part of the Actors Guild or whatever it's called, or a screencast or whatever they call it, where they hire actors at these false flags. It's like, oh my gosh,
Crisis actors.
Crisis actors. Yeah. So is Biden truly cloned? Is he? We already know.
Is he a clone or is it an actor?
The door number 2 is the truth. Is we already know that there's actors playing Biden, because there's like even Joe Rogan was like looking at this one video where Biden was 10 times taller than he should be. Right? It's clear that there's actors playing these roles, but the whole clone thing, that was an intriguing idea from Trump.
Yeah. How do you just throw that out there? And
Central casting. Right?
And the internet's like, no, he's just trolling. He's the president. That's like a big claim.
It is.
It's a bigger claim than saying that Obama wasn't born in the United States, which he went hard on.
Dude, there was another clip of Obama over in Kenya just recently. I know you've been unplugged, but Obama in Kenya doing a talk where he admitted in the talk, I was the first natural born Kenyan to be a sitting president.
What?
Look it up. He says it out loud. No AI here, guys. He says it out loud. I was the first sitting president as a national Kenyan. And you could see...
You kind of sound like Obama, by the way.
Well,
your Obama's pretty good.
Not bad. But seriously, though, like, isn't that part of the plan? Is that they have to tell you what they've done or what they're going to do so that they can actually exact those evil plans? They have to say it out loud.
Okay.
So we know that Obama was not a true citizen, like truth. People are going to be like, no, he was not an American citizen. He was born in Kenya, and the birth certificate was clearly faked. Like, if you still think that lie, then people will always pick and choose lies, right? They'll say, well, the government lies to us, but on this Obama thing, never, right? The government always lie to us, but on the Epstein thing, no. It's like, brother, come on, wake up.
Thanks for watching the clip. If you want to see the full episode, click here. If you want to see more clips, click here.